let me put these on for fun. I do not recommend walking around the house in the dark with them on. Hey, what's up? John Charette here, and today I'm talking about 2 new technologies that could help reduce or even eliminate jet lag. Welcome back. If this is your first time here, thank you for joining. My name's John and I review new tech. Today we are looking at the Luminette 3 light therapy glasses along with the Timeshifter app. So first things first, why did I spend $200 US on a set of light therapy glasses? Well, my wife and I were watching our favorite Australian interior designer show on YouTube, and they mentioned these really odd looking glasses.
She will probably be so conscious of jet lag that she'll wear these massive goggles the whole entire time to prevent her from getting it.
Well, Mick Jagger, he came to Australia and he was photographed by the Paps up on his hotel balcony wearing these special futuristic jet lag goggles.
Right away I was like, I'm going to San Francisco next week for the annual GDC Game Developers Conference. Could I use these? Add to cart, add to cart. For those of you who don't really know what jet lag is, here's the quick and dirty. Your body has an internal alarm clock called a circadian rhythm. Have you ever been woken up like 2 minutes before your alarm kind of went off in the morning? That's your internal clock getting used to your sleep patterns. Jet lag is when you with it. Now, the easiest way to do that is through time travel. Now, I mean plane travel with different time zones. The general rule is that it takes a full day of recovery per time zone that you travel through. So in my case, I was heading from the East Coast in the Eastern time zone to the Pacific Coast in PST. That's 3 time zones equaling 3 days to recoup. Well, I was only gonna be in San Francisco for 2 days. I assume if you're watching this trip, you are planning or have a trip planned yourself. Leave a comment down below. Let me know where you're going and the time zone difference from where you're leaving. So how does one reduce jet lag with light therapy glasses? Well, the theory is that light is one of the largest factors when affecting your circadian rhythm. The general idea is that you can use these glasses to offset your current circadian rhythm to try and match it with the time zone you're going to land in, but you do that before you go. That way when you arrive, you're already tuned to the time zone and jet lag's gone. Okay, let's get into the glasses themselves. I found them using Dr. Google, called Luminette, French name. They come in this nice little case here. The reviews were incredible. On Amazon, the fact that it was on Amazon, I could get it quickly. I only found out about this a couple days before my trip. And Amazon has a really good return policy if for whatever reason they were junk. The glasses themselves are pretty light. They're pretty cool. They have this kind of little stand here. Little stand right here. And it sits on the bridge of your nose, like so. Now I wear glasses and I was worried that these glasses are blue light blocking glasses and this is a blue light product, that it wouldn't work. But based on the angle, it shoots down, misses my glasses right into my eyes, so kudos, it works well. Hey, if you're enjoying this video, please leave a thumbs up, and if you're into new tech, subscribe for more. So there are, here, let me turn these on. 3 different light settings. There's kind of a light indicator here, and you can push, there's a small button on top, kind of reminds me of the button on the back of a MacBook, kind of an iMac, that's what it is. And you kind of push this, and it goes through the different light. Is that going to focus? Come on. Let's try this. There we go. 3 different light settings. And from what I read on the light therapy, let me put these on for fun. You want to use it for 20-30 minutes. When I first used it, I assumed that they would just magically turn off after a certain time, but they don't. So, I mean, ideally set up a timer on your watch or your phone to ideally get your 20, 30 minutes. Now, based on the kind of brightness, it really depends when you're using it. I do not recommend walking around the house in the dark with them on. You will run into things. Normally, your eyes have the ability to adjust to the darkness, but when there's light shining directly into the eye, it just, everything looks pitch black around you, and it's quite dangerous. So warning. The battery itself is great. It says on the box it can do up to about 5 charges. I use it at least 2-3 times in a row without any issue, and then I would just charge it. It's nice. It does come with this nice case. Inside the case, there's a nice little compartment for your charger and cable, so it's easy. I mean, when I went on my trip, I just took this with me, threw it in my bag. It worked really well. Okay, so now that I have the glasses, I mean, when do I use them? That's the trick. I mean, I could figure out that I need to offset my sleep schedule by an hour every day, right? So if I go to bed at 10 o'clock, the idea is if I'm going west, I'll want to start offsetting it later and later each night. Well, then I was like, okay, what do I do on the night that I fly because I have to wake up early? This is where the Timeshifter app came in. So I found out about this app. It's pretty cool. It's a free download, and the best part about it is that they let you do one trip free. I don't know about you, but any app that I download, and before I even get to use it, if they're already hitting me to pay $7.99 for a couple months, I literally instantly delete it. It's not happening. So the fact that they let me plan an entire trip, use the product, fall in love with the app, I mean, right there, that's a huge win. So the app itself is pretty simple. You load it up, it asks you for your normal sleep schedule. So I go to bed at 10 p.m. and I wake up at 6 a.m. So you put that in, and then it asks you for your flight numbers for your trip. So if you don't have those yet, book your flight. If you do, toss them in so that it can better understand, okay, exactly when you're leaving, to what time you're in. It's pretty neat how you put that in, and it figures it out. And it creates a timeline for you. Now, the timeline is really what makes it so powerful, because a couple days before my trip, it was starting the process. It would say, okay, you know, in the morning, you need to wear sunglasses. Yes, you may look a bit ridiculous wearing sunglasses in the morning. I wore them, and one day it was like all morning until 12 p.m., wear sunglasses, and then start to receive light. This is supposed to help start to kind of shift you so that when you're wearing sunglasses, it's kind of like you're still sleeping, and then you put the light glasses on later in the day to kind of get your sun, especially right now, it's getting dark around 5-6 p.m., so they recommend using the glasses later, 6-7 p.m., when sunlight has disappeared. Now, the app itself has the ability to also use caffeine and melatonin. It's totally optional, and if you do say yes to both of those, it will work it into the app and recommend when to wear sunglasses, when to essentially wear the glasses themselves by getting lots of light, or they recommend just going outside. And this is where I think the 3 different settings works really well. If it's saying, hey, get lots of light first thing in the morning, boom, pop it on brightness number 3, hit it for 20 minutes. If it's later in the day and they say, okay, just get they kind of do it with a yellow and orange. And if you want some orange, maybe put it on a 1 or 2 setting. So that's kind of the light side of it. They also talk about caffeine and when to take caffeine and when not to take caffeine. And then if you're open to it, melatonin as well to help you sleep. So now you're asking, okay, John, well did it actually work? Yes, absolutely. It absolutely helped with it. Like afterwards, it would literally ask you, hey, how much did it affect your jet lag? And it was extremely minimal. I would say the hardest part when I got to San Francisco was that it wanted me to stay up till 10 p.m. PST, which is really 1 a.m. my time. And I mean, I don't know about you, but I'm not a night hawk, so that was a bit challenging. But because they suggested I slept the entire plane ride, which I did my best, I ended up picking up some like a sleep mask and some earplugs for the plane. And I did. I was able to sleep a little bit, which is nice. I was able to stay up properly to 10 p.m. PST. And then the next day, my body did still wake up at 3 a.m. PST, which is 6 a.m. when I normally woke up, but I kind of rolled over, saw what time it was, went back to sleep for another 3 hours. And then after that, I was okay, and I was on San Francisco time. So yeah, I was extremely impressed with the Timeshifter app. It really gave me some nice reminders and just really planned it out for me so that I could get the best out of my experience. And not only, it's more coming back. I mean, we're moving, the office is starting to get a little bit bare now. We'll be in a new studio soon. And I knew that coming back, I wanted to be at my best so that I could help my wife pack. And I mean, it helped immensely. I was super stoked with it. And the fact that it let me do it for free, I'm very okay with the fact that if I want to use it again for another trip, it's $25 US for the year. It's not even per trip. Even for the trip, I would pay $25. I mean, it was that worth it just to have that guided experience. Now, could I have done it without the light glasses? Possibly. I feel like if you're in the winter, it's almost necessary for you to have the glasses because there's so little light. So when you do need it later in the day or early in the morning when the light hasn't come up or gone down yet, without the lights, the glasses, I mean, I think it'd be much more challenging. If it's in the summertime and it's more about blocking light, everybody has a pair of sunglasses, so I feel like that's a little bit easier. But it was a convenience thing. The fact that it was there, easy. I used it more than I thought I would. Even in the hotel room, in the morning I'd put it on. I'd just be flipping through Instagram on my phone and I'd have the glasses on. So yeah, that's it. I mean, thank you. I hope this may have helped. If you're going on that trip and you want to help reduce jet lag, I recommend using both of these devices. And yeah, I mean, I think this is cool new tech, and let me know what you think. Thank you very much for watching. Stay tuned for the next one and subscribe for more.